Hi everyone, I'm Anne Marie and this is Do It with Auntie Marie. Now if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new to my channel, welcome back. I'm very excited to do this video for you today. So I'm going to show you how I did a pantry makeover on a major budget. Now I've got a small pantry. My pantry is only 3 feet wide by about an 8 feet wall. So I would suggest if you're using peel and stick to do them in smaller areas, because if you do make mistakes or the pattern doesn't align up, it won't be as obvious than if you're doing it in the living room hall, because your guest will be able to see the mistakes that you make. Now it's quite tedious. It's not impossible, but it is tedious to get patterns to align up exactly. Also, when you are peeling and sticking them on, if you don't do it right, you might have too much air bubbles or creases or wrinkles, which would tend to happen if you're doing too many of them all around your wall, like how I did. Okay, however, they are fixable, so I will show you as we go along the mistakes that I made as well and how I actually fixed them. Now I'm not too worried about many of the mistakes that are happening because it's a pantry, so I've got a lot of racks that are going up against this wall, and a lot of the mistakes will be sort of, well, unnoticeable basically. If you are going to use peel and stick, try to keep them in smaller areas. So as you can see, I had whitewashed walls. It was very plain, very boring. Now the good thing about peel and stick is it's oil-proof and it's waterproof. So it's meant to be used in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and I use them in the pantry, so I don't have to worry when I clean up the pantry or when I mop it up, or if I spill sauce on it or oil on it, it easily wipes up. Okay, these are the tools that you will need: a plastic squeegee, a blade, a steel ruler, a sharp pair of scissors, and of course masking tape. Okay, and so enough of talking, let's get started. What I have done with the masking tape, basically you pull off the sticker a little bit so that it sticks on. That way you don't need to worry about it falling off, and then you get to align it piece by piece. So you want to try and get it to align as much as possible, so later when you peel off the sticker, you'll be able to match these pieces up. Now this is where the tricky part comes in. I have a piece of a pipe here, right? So this piece is jutting out. So what you need to do is go around it. You'll have to cut this and stick it on so it fits nicely. So how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to take a scissors and cut it off. You can also use a blade to get sharper edges. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we're going to stick this onto the wall now by pulling out the sticker bit by bit. And then once I've got the top part settled, I'm going to move on to the bottom part. Okay. So guys, you might want to wish me some luck here. Let's do this. Okay. Just going to remove this tape so I can get my fingers through. Alright. So what you want to do is pull off the backing adhesive slowly, bit by bit. Just pull it out. Just be careful because they tear quite easily. If you need to readjust and realign this, go ahead. So this is where you need your steel ruler to get a nice fine cut. Okay. you can do it all the way in and leave the skirting there. I'm just gonna do it up to the black brick and see how that goes. Clean that up later as I go along, just to get a cleaner edge, because right now you can see bits and pieces like this here and here, so I'll clean that up later. Basically you just want to have a proper straight line. I was seated at this angle so you guys can see, so it was a bit difficult for me to get through, but if you're in front of it and in the right position, cutting that through is actually really easy. So the first piece is up and that's what it looks like. We're going to do the rest and let's see you later once it's all done. Alright guys, so here I'm going to show you how to rectify a mistake that you've done, because the wallpaper is quite thin, so when you overlap you might end up seeing these guys coming out here. So what you can do is actually put another piece of sticker over like this, and you probably need to put a few because one layer is not going to do it, you're still going to see it through. So you want to stick them on a few times until they fade away. So I've done that. When I come further, you're barely going to recognize, but what you see is these are all areas that I had already stuck a few white layers on, so you can see very obvious, and then the rest don't look very obvious. Okay, a crease like this. Because I have a rack that's going to cover that, so I'm not going to bother, but what you can do is also cut out multiple shapes of the very same tile and stick them on. Okay, because of the design, it's not going to be so obvious as it is now. So that's how you can rectify it. As for areas like this, if they don't match up or you see that they didn't manage to meet in the center, what you can do is just cut out black pieces and stick them on. But again, this area that I had done is going to be fully covered by a rack, so I'm not going to be able to see it.